Hi, San Ramon first graders. This is Phonics session 12, and in your little packet that we sent home, this paper is the one that will go with it, okay? And we'll also have some snap words. We will have the snap words. Let me show you which ones they are. We will have who, to, such, and much. And those are on the first page of the phonics packet. So you guys, this morning I came upstairs and Rashid, there he is, was sitting on my dining room table with a bunch of blueprints under his hand, or his paw, I guess he would have. And I said, Rashid, what's going on? And he told me he can't tell me. He said he has a special construction project he's working on, but he can't tell me anything about it yet because we still haven't learned all of our vowel teams. I was like, oh my gosh, Rashid, I want to know, what are you building? Are you building a playground, an office space, a school, a house, a grocery store? What on earth could he be making? But he said we still can't know because we haven't learned all of our vowel teams. So I pulled out our vowel team paper. Let's see how many vowel teams we have left. So far, we've made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left to learn, and then we'll know all the vowel teams so that we can help him do his big construction project. So we better get started. We better get going on this because I want to figure out what he is making. Okay, today the vowel team we're going to work on, it's two different letters that make the same sound. It's kind of wacky. So let me tell you what they are. The sound is oi. And the way I remember this one, you guys are going to laugh when I say this, but the way I remember this is, have you ever heard anybody say oy vey if they're like upset about something? Oy vey if they're all worked up. Well, my husband's grandfather used to say this all the time. So anyway, oy vey is how I remember this one. The sound is oi. And there are two ways you can make it. You can make it by saying O-I, and you can make it by saying O-Y. And there's a little trick about when you use the O-I and when you use the O-Y, and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So the two words that we're going to start with today are coin, C-O-I-N, and boy, B-O-Y. So let's listen to those sounds. Coin, oin, oi, oi. You hear the oi? Coin and boy, boy, oi, oi. Don't they sound the same? So the O-I and the O-Y. Now I want you to take a second and look at where they are in those words and tell me what you can tell from that. And I know it's kind of open-ended. So look at the words, look at where those sounds are in the words. Take a second and try to figure that one out. Let me give you a couple more examples of words that would work for this. Foil. Like you use foil to put around your sandwich or whatever to keep it fresh. And another example for over here would be soy. Like soy milk or soy sauce that you might put on a stir fry or something. There's another example. Does that help at all? So what I'm trying to get you to see is that O-I is in the middle of the word. There's a letter at the end there. O-Y is at the end of the word. And you're going to see that pattern. That's gonna be pretty much in all the words we look at today, okay? So that's the wacky part. Now push pause on the video. Go get yourself a plain piece of paper because we're going to do a little bit of writing, okay? Okay, so you pushed pause. Now you push play again because now we're going to do a little bit of writing. So what you're going to do is get your pencil. Do you have a pencil? If you don't have a pencil, push pause and go get a pencil. Sorry about that. I forgot to say that. So you need a pencil and a piece of paper. Okay, so what you're going to do is this. Pretend you're writing. I'm going to pretend I'm writing a writer's workshop story, okay? And I'm going to start writing a story. And my story is going to say, one day I went. You're going to write in just a second. You don't have to write this yet. One day I went to the store to buy Paige, that's my daughter, now what I want to write here is toy. So you're going to get your paper and your pencil. Yeah. And you're going to write the word toy. Think about which one do you think it makes more sense? Do you hear the oi in the middle of the word toy, or do you hear it at the end of the word toy? Toy. Are there any sounds after that oi? Toy. Do you hear anything after that oi sound? No. So what does that tell you? That tells you that it's at the end of the word. The oi is at the end of the word toy. So which is it going to be, oi or oy, if it's at the end of the word? That's right, it's going to be oy. So a toy. So I went to the store to buy Paige a toy, period. It was a hard, and now the word I want to say is choice, because I had to make a choice between two toys. So choy. Do you hear the oi in there? Choice. Do you hear anything after the oi sound? Choice. Choice. Yeah, I hear a s after the choy, the oi part, don't you? Yeah. So what do you think it needs to be? Does it need to be oi then, or oy, since we're hearing the oi in the middle of the word? That's right. It needs to be oi because it's in the middle of the word. It was a hard oi, and then s. Usually that would just be s, right? Not with this one. I'm sorry, you guys. It's annoying. Choice is ce. It was a hard choice, period. Okay, so here are two more examples, choice and toy, of this oy and oi in a word, okay? So when you're doing your writer's workshop stories, or you're writing in those little books that we made the other day on Zoom, if you hear the oi sound, listen to whether the oi is in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, and that's going to help guide you. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is you're going to find this piece of paper. You really didn't need multiple copies of the words, but it's okay if you had them. So what you're going to do is cut them out. I just cut out 4 of mine. I didn't cut out all of them. I just cut out 4. And you're going to turn them upside down on the floor. Okay. And you're going to pick it up. And if you have a sibling at home who you can play this game with, that's great. If you don't, you can just play it by yourself or with a parent or something. You're going to pick it up. You're going to try to read that word. It might be a little hard, so you're going to do your best. So we're going to sound out here together. Dust, destroy, and then oi, right? Destroy, destroy. So what? Oh, then you're like, oh, it's destroy. So once you figure it out, oh, it's destroy, put it down so you don't look at it anymore. And then you're going to try to sound it out for yourself. Oi. And remember it's the OY because it's the end of the word, right? Now I'll pick up a different one. I'm going to pick up this one. Okay, we're going to try to spell it, sound it out for yourself. See if you can. If you can't, someone can read it for you. Join. So you're going to listen carefully to the word j, 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 j. So you know that's a J. Join. There's the oi sound, and then n at the end, so you know it has to be an oi because it's in the middle of the word. Join. Then you can put that one down, and you're going to pick up the next one. Someone can either read it to you, or you can try to sound it out. B. There's your oi. B. Oi. L. Oi. Ing. What's ing? We know that. It's ing, right? So b. Oil. ing, boiling, 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 like I'm boiling hot water to make pasta. So put that word down. Now you're going to try to remember how to spell it. Oil, oil. Oh, look, oil. Oh, it's like oil, like you cook with oil. I know how to spell that, O-I-L. And then ing, I-N-G, boiling. Okay, last one in the pile. Enjoy, enjoy. So N and then J-O-Y is joy. And I know that word because I have that word written on my front porch. I have a little mat that says joy on it. So that one's easy for me. And look, it's O-Y because why? Because it's the end of the word. Remember, that's what we learned about the oi today. So I'm going to put it down to try to remind myself. Enjoy. What does that start with? Oh, does it start with an N? Did I try to fool you? No, it starts with an E-N, right? N, and then J. Sorry, you can't see that at all. Oi. O-Y. Enjoy. Enjoy. So enjoy your lunch or enjoy your breakfast or whatever you're eating. Okay, so that's the game. You can play with that, and you can play that more with your brothers and sisters, or just on your own with your parents, or just on your own. You can totally play that game. You might even be able to find other words that have that O-Y, O-Y. Now what you're going to do is get out this chart, and on here you're going to write, I forgot to get my little markers. You're going to write O-I, and then you're going to write the word coin down here. Coin. And what is a coin? I used the word coin, but we didn't talk about what it was. A coin is like a penny or a nickel or a quarter or something like that that you use. So we'll draw a little face on there. Usually they have someone's face on it, right? This would be maybe a penny, and that would be Abe Lincoln. Right? Remember we learned that Lincoln was on the penny when it was his birthday. So there's coin, and that's going to be in the middle of the word. And then your O-Y is going to be like boy, and we'll just draw a picture of a boy. Make it simple. We'll give him some spiky hair. All right, so then we're going to say boy, B-O-Y. And look, the O-Y is at the end of the word. That's how you can remember those two. The O-I is in the middle of the word. O-Y is at the end of the word. Now, that is not foolproof because this is English, and we know English never has one that's not an exception. Because as I was talking, I just thought of an exception, and an exception to the O-Y at the end would be this word. Can you read that, guys? Oyster. Oyster. Have you guys ever heard of an oyster? It's something that lives in the sea, and people like to eat them. They'll open them up, and they have them on a fancy plate with ice and stuff. Anyway, you can ask your parents about that. But oyster, that is a weird one. There are going to be weird words, as we talk about all the time. There are always exceptions. Okay, the last thing we're going to do today is we're going to come up with some snap words, okay? So the first snap word we're going to look at is who. W-H-O. So let's look at that word. Let's see how many syllables it has. Who. Who. That's one syllable. One syllable. How many consonants? We have W-H-O. Is O a consonant? No, that's a vowel. So we have two consonants. Two consonants. And those would be W and H. We've got one vowel. And that is O. What else do we have? We have W and H together, which usually, right? It's not here. It sounds like an H. I don't know why. It's so wacky. This is one of those ones you just have to learn this one, guys. It doesn't really make any sense. So you'd have a WH blend. Think about a word that might start like it. I really can't think of other words that start over, like whom, whomever. These words all are connected to the word who. That's the root word for it. So let's say the letters together and then cover it up and try to memorize it. Ready? W-H-O. W-H-O. W-H-O is who? Okay. Cover it up. Close your eyes. Visualize those letters. W-H-O. Good job. Okay, next one. Now this one actually is kind of funny because it kind of rhymes with the one we just did. This is, oh, can you see that? 2. Now the question is, how many syllables does 2 have? Let me erase some of these things. I won't erase all of them because we're going to use them again. Okay, how many syllables? Let's clap. Ready? 2. 2. Okay, 1 syllable. How many consonants? T, W, O. Just T and W, right? So again, 2 consonants, T and W. 1 vowel is the O. And this 2, it kind of is a little more of a sound out word than who is. It's a little bit easier in that way. All right, any other things that we notice about it? Other words that sound just like it? T-O-O and T-O. This T-W-O means the number 2. It doesn't mean I want to go to. I want to go to is that one. Or if you say I want to go to the park, it's that one. Or I want ice cream too, it's that one. Or it was too cold is that one. This one is the number. That's just TWO means the actual number 2. All right. Oh, let's cover it. Oh, say the letters first. Sorry. TWO. TWO. Cover it. Close your eyes. Visualize those letters in your head. TWO. 2. Great. Take that one away. Next. We're getting through this. Such. Such. You are such good students. So how many syllables? Let's see. Such. 1. 1 syllable. How many consonants? S. 1. C. H. 3 consonants. Sorry, said the wrong word. S, C, and H. And how many vowels? Just 1. U. Can't think of any words that are in that word. You've got the CH blend. You got that there. That's all I can think for that one. Okay, let's say the letters. S-U-C-H. S-U-C-H. Cover it up. Close your eyes. S-U-C-H. To use in a sentence, you would say something like, it was such a beautiful day. The sun was out, right? That is how you would use that word. Okay, next word, much. This one kind of rhymes with such, doesn't it? Very similar. So how many syllables? Much, 1 syllable, 3 consonants, just like such, but does not have an S. It has M and C and H. 1 vowel, again, is the U, and it has the CH blend. So it's very similar to such, isn't it? That will help you remember it when you're trying to spell it, right? So much rhymes with such. I'll put down here such. So you see that. Do you see how similar they are? S and M, but then you've got U-C-H. So the U-C-H is the same in both of those words. It's just the M is different or the S is different. Okay, so let's practice. M-U-C-H, M-U-C-H. Cover it up. Close your eyes. M-U-C-H. Good job, you guys. So to use this in a sentence, you say something like, I'm going to have as much ice cream as I want right now because I did all my schoolwork. So that's good. All right, guys. So Rashid and I are out. So now look, we're getting closer. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vowel teams left. And then Rashid will tell us the secret of what he's trying to build in his construction stuff. I cannot wait to find out. I hope you have a good day. I will see you soon. Okay, bye-bye.